Welcome back. School's out and so are your kids. Here with expert advice on how to make the most of your child's summer and to keep their brains fully charged is the author of Color My World, self-esteem and parenting coach, Debbie Mancini, aka Mama Deb. Welcome, Debbie. How are you?
Thank you, Joanne. I'm just great. How are you?
I'm doing wonderfully.
Good.
You have done so much, and we're going to feature you on Power Your Life many times. You're going to come on with a lot of little tips that are really important for families, for kids. What's the Mama Deb piece? Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. Well, you know the adage, it takes a village. And it does. It takes a village to raise a child. And I truly believe that every mom, dad, grandparent, and caregiver out there needs a mama of their own, a go-to mom. And that's who Mama Deb is.
So you're going to be with us giving Mama Deb tips. And since we were talking about it, give us some ideas of what's ahead, not today especially, but what's ahead in the coming months featuring Mama Deb.
Well, you talked about how summer's out, or summer is here, school's out. So we're going to take you from the school mode to the fun summer mode, what to do, how to make the most of the time you spend with your children without having to find the time or spend a dime. And then we take you right back into getting the brains ready for the school season. So we'll do a lot in between there with various age ranges.
And you know, it's really important to a lot of people right now to have summer fun, even winter fun, whatever it is seasonally, without spending a lot of money. So that's very important. I have a question because it is summertime and oftentimes kids and parents alike when they're on vacation are in play mode and we want them to be in play mode. But at the same time, how do we keep their brains alert and functional? Is there a way to sort of complement both or include both of them together so that they're learning and having fun simultaneously?
Oh, there are so many ways to do it. We can make lessons out of just about anything we do during the course of a day with our kids. And as you said, we're going to show some video clips throughout the summer with ways to do that, specific ways. But just for instance, going for a walk in the park with your kids. Take your cell phone. I know I love to say leave your cell phone at home, but take your cell phone for the sake of the camera that's on it and photograph a rock that you found. A specific leaf that you found. And then when you get back home again, go online and Google some of these things and see what are they? Where do they come from? Could this be a fossil? What tree did this leaf fall from? And turn it into a learning experience aside from just a walk. So now what you've done is you've taken a stroll in the park with your child. There's one special magic moment. The next magic moment comes when you get home and spend that time in front of the computer researching. And then again, later on, reliving that.
You know, that's a great idea because not only is it experiential, and a lot of kids learn experientially, but it's that family time that's so important, and it's a learning experience. And afterwards, you say, after they do the research, and it's more exciting because they discovered it and they have pictures of it, they can actually draw it or write about it, and so it incorporates so many different kinds of learning skills.
It does. Just don't stop there. People go for a walk and they stop there. Do more. Make that one experience many.
I agree. Not only that, I'm thinking, I've been to the park or I've seen parents in the playground and they're on their cell phones and they're not using those moments that you're talking about, Mama Deb, to really get their kids engaged and learn and have fun and to really connect with their kids on a really important level.
It is an important level. And you are so right about that. Look, we all need to be wired in our businesses.
Right.
We have those phones with us all the time for a reason. Great, that's awesome. But you have to also have control of that. We are teaching our children by example. They're watching, they're listening, they're paying attention, and they are mimicking us. So we need to know that when we are constantly on our phone and ignoring them, that's what we're going to get back. So when we're yelling at them, put the video game down, put your phone down, Pay attention to why they're doing that.
Well, they're thinking, well, Mom, Dad, look at what you did when we were out in the park or when we were at Aunt Harriet's house or whatever, right?
That's right. And you know what? There are those moments, especially when my children were little, and I had to take that phone call, but they knew we're going to go for a walk, we're going to do whatever it is we're going to do, but I may get an important phone call. And then I would make them part of that phone call. When I would hang up, I would explain to them what I was trying to help a client work through. How would you handle that? Now, that again, it brings them into focus. They're not being shoved aside, they're being included in the other important aspect of life. But also, I have to tell you this, I learned so much from them. Their little innocent minds have some great ideas, and I've implemented some of them.
So they've helped you in your business, plus you've helped them feel valued rather than devalued or ignored, and which is really important.
And now they're part of my business. They're adults and they're part of that business, so it's all good.
Now, give us one more tip, quick tip, because we're almost out of time, for the summer in terms of having fun and learning at the same time.
Certainly. You know, one thing I like to do is make an example of myself. You know, make myself the scapegoat or the funny dummy. Do something with your children that you might not be so comfortable at. One thing that I did recently, and you know me, Dr. Joanne, I am not an illustrator in any other form other than the word, the spoken word or the written word. I took a painting class recently, made a bit of a fool of myself, but the finished product I actually like. So the example there was doing something with people that I love and cherish and making that a fun moment. And also, by the way, I just taught you how to step outside your comfort zone for the sake of an experience.
What a great idea. Thanks so much, Mama Deb. See you soon.
Thank you.
We
Talk
know
to you
yoga is a great exercise for your body, but what about its effect on your mind? Ahead, we'll talk with Maggie LaFontaine, a holistic energy counselor, about the psychological benefits of yoga, so stay tuned.